Hi, good morning. So today I had some revelations, some thoughts coming into my mind, and it's about nutrition. So here it goes. We are not supposed to eat all the same way because we are unique beings. As the light expresses itself in different colors, okay, so we as humans we express ourselves in different ways, okay, and that means that energetically we have different compositions when it comes to our elements and our zodiac sign, okay. And then there's another thing, when it's we eat according to our frequency, okay. if we are in if we are intellectually young, let's say like this, we are not developed intellectually, we are just developed physically, we will eat certain type of food. When we are intellectually developed, we will choose a different type of food. When we are spiritually aware, is not developed, aware, we will choose a different kind of food. And also it has to do with your environment, what's around you, okay. Because if you are, let's say, in a when you are in a spiritual enlightenment, you will of course you will not be in a toxic environment, let's say like this. But for example, while you're transitioning from the physical to the mental frequency, let's say like this, the place that you are or the people that are surround you will require certain types of food, let's say like this. Because when you are in a toxic environment, that will require a different kind of food, because you need that, you need to build your cells like that, because everything has to be in harmony. It's all about harmony, okay. If you are in a toxic environment, your food will be I don't want to use this word toxic, because nothing is toxic, nothing is bad, okay. If you are in a frequency that there's a lot of stress, okay, there's a lot of rushing and judging, or lack of understanding, you will need certain type of food to be able to live in that environment, okay. As you progress, for example, sports people, they need more intellectual food, which means they need things to be specific. They need a certain amount of calories, a certain amount of proteins. They need it's not random, their food. That's why I'm saying it's intellectual food, because it's not random. It's organized. It's specifics for them. It's and even when you start, also people that are in very important leadership places, they eat very good quality food, okay, food that were made with a lot of care. So that's another type of vibrational. That's why I'm saying it's intellectual food, because there were people were aware of the nutritional value of those foods, okay. And then when you go to the spiritual thing, then it's another level, because then people are looking for real food, electric food full of energy, because that's where they are vibrating. There's even when the way the food is made, the food it has to be in their more pure way. There are people already in the spiritual frequency, they're not even using food anymore, because they are they don't need that type of fuel. They can feed themselves from sun or hair, or just liquid. It keeps going as you expand your mind, as you fill your cells with truth, okay, or light, or wisdom, whatever you want to say. You will require a different type of food. So what everybody needs to do, like I need to do, is focus in ourselves, what we need according to our zodiac, our water element, the environment we are in, the expansion of our own consciousness. If we do that, we won't need to be trying whatever other people are telling us to do according to their beliefs, because that's what's working for them. What is working for each one of us is what we need according to our own expansion, according to the places that we live, because even the place that you live requires a certain type of food. For example, if you're living in a hot place, it will be good for you to eat raw food, to eat lots of fruits, because the energy that the type of information that you're receiving from the fruits and raw food, it will be in harmony with the weather. But if you're living in a cold place and you're just eating fruits and raw things, there will be imbalance, because it's not normal for fruit to there's a relation to spirits and the place that you are. It's not normal to have fruits, tropical fruits, in this type of place. And then if you're eating raw food, you are requiring a lot of inner energy to digest those foods, and that will take a lot of energy from you, and then you'll start to feel cold, because you are taking a lot of energy out of yourself to digest the food. So if you're living in a cold place, of course you will want to save energy, and you will cook your food, okay? And you will eat more vegetables, because that's what's more available in this kind of places. And it's normal that people that lives in this kind of places still feel like they need to eat meat and those kind of feel, because it has to do with unnatural places, let's say like this, that we are living, because it's supposed for us to live in a balanced place, or in the equator, okay? That's where the balance is, closer to the middle, where the temperatures are more balanced, let's say like this. And then we would eat more fruit. But because of the amount of people there is in the world, and there was the need for us to expand, and it was supposed to happen like this, so we could expand our mind, we could develop things, we could create things, and there was the need to people start eating different ways, and doing lots of different things, okay? So what I want to tell you with this video is know yourself, okay? Know yourself, eat according to where you're living, eat according to the expansion of your own mind, what feels right for you, okay? Know yourself, know about energy, because everything has to be in harmony. Everything needs to be in balance. If I'm a water element, means that my energy it's of expansion. I have a yin energy. So if I'm eating a lot of yin food, which is fruits and toxic things, let's say like this, I will bring myself more in balance. So, and then the place also that I live, everything has to be in balance, okay? The type of training that I do also. So don't just go and do whatever people say. This is the best for everyone. Everybody should do this. Everybody should move this way. Everybody should eat this way. No, it's not true. Everybody needs to do what feels right for them. Everybody needs to do some study for themselves, know themselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. When I say spiritually, it has to do with your zodiac, with your element, even reading everything around you, your mother, your father, because they are an extension of you, but from the past. They're just representing who you were in the past, because it's always connected. If you have children, your children are an extension of you. They are just part of you that needed light, that needed awareness, that needed knowledge, okay? Then you are knowing yourself through your children, because they are an extension of you. You are an extension of the source that bring itself into reality, that manifested itself into reality, so you can get to know yourself in flesh, okay? I know it's a lot of things to digest, but that's just me. I receive and I share. I see you again in the next video.